because I'm soon getting this out of work. What's a Yagoo? 1-bit boy is having a lot of stacks of solars. What will you do with that? Todd, give me money. You know what? Yagoo. Oh, the emote is a Yagoo, I see. Oh, also, Remington Beat, I need to pass out. Why? Otto. What do you need to pass out? I'm trying to think. Okay, yeah. So I have a function that checks if there are colliders. However, I should change the code from how I check the colliders. Now here it is. Because currently I check if Q is 0. However, this is inefficient because checking if this cube collider thing is a null takes more performance than checking if I in the 0. So I will have I will simply have a variable which is a cube count. And every time I do this physics thing, I will set the cube count. I done some code writing here. And then I just simply check, instead of is it not null, I check is the cube count larger than 0, because if it's larger than 0, that means that there is at least 1. So all I do is replace those, and with that, oh, I should change it here too. There we go. If there's at least, if there's more than 0 cubes, that means that it did hit 1. Now the ball might actually move. Benoy, hello, Anisi Robin, hello. Let's see. Because I ain't sober and I feel like being evil. Todd has been drinking. Apparently a lot. Todd is... At this point, Todd is drinking more than Orimian. That is not a suggestion or a competition for Orimian to drink more, because I'm getting worried when Orimian is drinking. And I'm concerned about Orimian. I'm concerned about Todd too, but you know, that means I'm getting fuzzy. Maybe you should get fizzy. You can be like Todd the fizzy fox. I have to wait until Saturday for that. Why is that? That's because you're driving to work, right? And you don't want to be hungover for either work or for the driving or something. I don't know. I don't drink except water. I'm drinking water right now. Water. No one did dehydrate, but I did it anyway. I don't have to wait because I have no job. How is it? But Todd, how are you supposed to give me money if you don't have a job? You should get yourself a job and then give me half your money. It's a good deal. Hello, make weird stuff. Light mode editor in this. Oh, you mean this one? I mean, sure, I could make it dark mode, but I don't know. I just like black text on a white background. It's like they have done like scientific stuff on that, but there's no proof of either way if it's easier to read one way or another. The only thing detail I've seen that actually makes black text on a white background easier to read than a white text on a black background is because white causes bleed onto black. So if you have white text on a black background, that means that the white text starts glowing. This depends on what kind of screen you have and stuff, making the shape of the letters hard to discern. But if you have a black, well, harder. It's not like hard to read the text, but becomes slightly harder. I would say there's barely a difference. I mean, I could set it to dark mode. I mean, it's making it more obvious for me when I see that the window's open on the stream now, but I don't even know where you would even set just a setting, presumably in tools, options, and text editor. No, general, file extensions, all languages. No, these are just customize. Who knows? Guess there's no way to do that. Oh well, I'll ignore it. But if you have black text on a white background, the white would still bleed into the black, of course. I mean, it wouldn't make sense otherwise. But that would basically only make the black text look a bit brighter. Like it's not as black, it's dark gray instead. But this is fine because the letter still keeps their shape. So that would make black text on a white background easier to read than white text on a black background. But the difference is like minuscule and not matter much. It could be if you have like an extreme case of dyslexia, where I guess it could matter. Okay, should be two. Anyway, let's go to tools options, and it should be environment, and then it should be in. Is it visual environment? But there's no such. Well, there is a color scheme: blue extra contrast, dark. So if I click on this one, boom, now it's dark mode. I'm just not used to this. Having white text on a black background is weird. But sure. Anyway, this code should work. Playing this song about sex again. Let's see if this works. Let's see now. Okay, I love you. Bye bye. Okay, Stad, I love you too. Busy fox, yeah. When the fox is all lovely. Top probably wants that. Message copyright comment. No Fizzy Fox is trademark. If no Fizzy Fox is trademark, then you should trademark it. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, I could see Fluffy Fox being trademark. I could see Fox Static being trademark. Goodbye. Well, Todd, fall asleep or pass out, I guess. Money! I prefer dark mode because it's easier on my eyes. That's a matter of personal preference. I would say you have the brightness set too high if white is too bright for your eyes. But yeah, I thought you were like playing games and stuff, and I can understand if you like playing games. I can there is no light to talk about, but however, if you have like a system UI, because this wasn't like an issue, because there's like, I would say that if you can bring up the system UI, I would say that the console system should be dark mode, not light mode. And that is because you're more likely to play, like in the two situations, like if you have like a dark game and bring up a dark menu, or a bright game and bring up a light menu, like that's about the same levels. But if you're playing a light game and bring up a dark menu, that doesn't struggle for seeing the menu. But if you're playing a dark game and bring up a light menu, well, that could be like a flashbang. So I could see like a console should have a dark mode, and there I could argue it would be easier on the eyes if you like get used to the dark look of a game, and then you bring up the white menu. So there I can get behind. I never thought about the bloom glow thing it would do. That's interesting. I would say it doesn't affect barely anything, but it could have an effect in certain situations. But that's basically the only difference I've heard. And yeah, and of course what I talked about before, if you already have the whole system in a certain brightness, and then you bring up a menu, a pop-up or something that is like, if you're working in dark mode and you bring up a white pop-up, I can see that being annoying or like hard to look at. So anyway, so now you can actually roll the ball. Look at this. Whee! It is working. You can roll the ball around, and it does roll a whole square. So if I just press it once, and you can hold it down. I'm constantly holding down forward. And it does not allow you to roll off. It needs to have a square for it to roll to. Isn't this amazing? Okay, let's test the next thing. Okay, I have to roll back to 0 point yet. There we go. If I take this ball here, this is actually amazing that it actually works. Now, if I change the 0 and then -1, and then change orientation to not rotation, orientation to 3. There you go. As you can see now, it's on the side, and we can see that the rotation is not working as it should. So that's something I have to fix. But aside from that, you can still roll on the side. You can't like, yeah, you still stop there. I haven't worked on that yet, but it works, and that's pretty cool. And these markers here, as you can see, they are properly. So this one checks that there's a wall in the way. This checks that there's a cube you can actually roll up onto. This checks that there's a cube underneath you. So if I place you here, you can't move at all. You can't rotate, because you can't rotate unless you're on top of a block. Now you can rotate. But like, that was far back. Okay. Yeah. What I haven't fixed is if you're up from the ground a bit. No, actually it does correct itself. Like you will never be in that position, but at least. But it does move you down and correct itself. So I guess that works. So if I do move the ball down here, try to align it properly. So you can move here. It does clip into camera clips into the blocks. I will fix these stuff. But you can't move into that block. These are things I will have to fix as well. But yeah, it works. I just need to fix the rotation thing. And it's almost perfect. It's pretty cool. And you can set the rotation to 5, which is upside down. And then we can bring the ball on the other side. And look, now it spins backwards. So I need to, yeah. Should I fix this? Should I fix the spinning, or should I fix? I mean, I wouldn't be able to access spinning if I don't fix the other stuff. Wee. The minimum brightness setting on my phone is still too bright. Oh yeah, I mean, fair. Wee. Quote, she's wearing a dress, and when you wear a dress, your panties might show sometime. That is just the risk you have to take if you wear a dress. That's why Compa wears a dress, because she takes the risk. So then I don't have to check. So okay, this stuff is working then. Good stuff. Good. So So the code that this is this code. This code is the one that moves it. And here's the rotational vectors thingy. So what I have to do is add orientation as a value to it, and then rotation vector 3. I go here, and then here I just presumably the rotation vector 3 where I take the int orientation. Presumably I just have to use the remap. So instead of new vector 3, I just plug in vector 3 remap and type orientation here. This might just fix the issue. That's what I have the remapping for. 2 minutes until dinner's ready. Ooh, exciting. So it's a normal orientation, there's no remapping, so this works fine. Now the question is, the original game does not have it where you can move backwards. Should this game allow you to move backwards? Like reversing? I mean, I don't see the issue with like allowing that to happen. Let me know if you should be able to just press the backwards and just move back a square. And this works on the controller too. Ooh. I'm pressing controller now instead of the keyboard. But now backwards, yeah. Yes, because sometimes I do want to go backwards, just move back a square instead of having to turn. Like for example, if I move forward here and I'm like, oh wait, that was supposed to be one step back. Turn around, and now I'm ready. That's a bit really annoying. So yeah, so you know what? Let's add a reverse. So add a new one, which is called backwards. Move all the way up here. All right. There we go. I kind of like have to close them to move it. So no bindings. We had a few bindings. So the bindings are pretty simple because there's going to be the same. S, down arrow, number pad 5. And then the gamepad. D-pad down, left stick down, or right stick down in case you want to control it with the right stick. Who might you judge? You can use the left stick to move forward and back, when the right stick to turn left and right, if you want, because I mean both sticks does both things, so. So yeah. There we go, can save this, boom, done. And then I go back to the code, because in the player code I now need to add backwards. Backward. Should I call it backward? Because I didn't call it forwards. I should call it forward. So I should probably call it backward. Just rename it. Consistency. Frontwards and backwards, forwards and afterwards. Anyway. It's down here. Forward. Backward. Forward, performed and cancelled. Backwards. No, it's called backward. Are you giving the wrong name? Done. Why not? Come on. I did save this. It should be backward without this. Backward without the SDS, you press on. Okay. Let's then create we've got a bool turning. Let's do moving moving, which is input fuzzy forward and input backward. So then instead of input forward, it instead checks moving. And then because it just plays the whole thing in reverse. So what it does is check if input backwards. Okay, so I do have this rotate. Oh no. Oh no. Because I have the down forward, left and right. Left and right does not matter. All of counts is down, forward and down forward. I could have, okay, so a lot of these checks are kind of the same. The text rotation. I don't want the text rotation. I guess so. So what we can do is create a float rotation offset, or like rotation direction. I mean, I could actually create a new rotation. Just create a new variable rotation, which is using here, but that might be confusing. Direction rotation, and I can add a comment here stating this is rotated 180 degrees when pressing reverse. So we do like input forward is true, then we set this to rotation, otherwise we set it to rotation plus 180. Sweaty got the bean. Make things easier. It's a bit like weird too. It's forward and down forward, so all I have to do is here like override. Okay, let's do it like this. Float direction is, or direction for rotation I might say, is rotation. But if input backward happens, then the direction rotation is adding 180 degrees to it, and then I'll write if go in the reverse rotate the checks for the ball check 180 degrees around instead. An absolute forward is just using this one. And everything should be the same. Okay, let's see this. Hopefully this works, because that's a pretty easy fix to make the reverse works. Because all it does now is forward just 180 degrees around, and that's pretty easy. That should be a pretty easy fix. Hello Puntman, hello Sydney. Blushy. What will you get? Coconut 12 out of 149. I don't like these odds. Scoop. That's we're looking. Emote. Mommy Vixen. Hi kitty. I am looking. Thank you for liking. I appreciate that. Well, I'm working on this. Let's see if reversing works. It's have to be, yeah, moving forward, moving backward. Okay, moving backward does not work. Pressing backward still moves forward. Okay, something's wrong in code. Because I add 180 degrees to it, and then I'm using thank you for following Yobanbanoi. Okay, that's probably not how it's supposed to read it. Yobanbanoi. There we go. That is kind of like, now that I read it, that's kind of like a bunny, but in a very creative way. Okay, why does it still go forward though? Because I check if inputs is backwards. Should I type debug log here? Going backwards! Exclamation point. Let's see if it's even raised properly, because hello. Oh, I forgot to save. Maybe it just doesn't. Maybe it just doesn't properly check the backwards. Maybe it's just that simple. I just need to fix so it actually raises that code. Forward, backwards. Yeah, it doesn't even run that code. Okay, so that's the issue. If input going backward, why doesn't? Honestly, why doesn't it? That's weird. Oh, that's why. That's what. See, when it got the backward input, it sets forward. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Now it should work. Forward, backwards. Yeah, you can now reverse. Be careful about reversing though, because you don't see where you're going. But yeah, it does the exact same thing going backwards as it does forward. It just rotates 180 degrees around and does the checks. It doesn't actually like rotate the player. It just stores that in a separate variable, which is backwards. But good. That is working. Backwards is working. That was a quick fix. Now, what was I going to fix? Oh yeah, I was going to see if rotate on other axes is actually working properly now that I have. As I'm including the orientation value of the ball. So yeah, so moving forward and moving backwards works as it should in each axis. Good. Now, if I take this ball and set it to orientation 1, boom, where we go here, we can see that it does work as it should. Nice. Good. So that seems to be all I need. Let's see if it actually works properly on all orientations. And then we go here. Yeah, seems to be working perfectly fine. Nice. That is pretty cool, I'd say. And then if we take the player, set the rotation to 3, and look, it still works. What a surprise! Will orientation 4 work? I mean, the other one also works, so yeah, it still works. What a surprise! But now comes the biggest challenge. Does orientation 5 work? The one and last. Because the upside down orientation is always giving me trouble. Oh, look, it's working. Oh, no, it doesn't. I knew it. I knew there was going to be some issue. Oh, how does every other orientation work except for this one? Yeah, it reverses here. That's the issue. Almost. So I need to... this is the problem. So I could add a simple exception for when you have orientation 5, where it does fix that. But the question then becomes, why does it happen? Because this axis works fine, but specifically this one, it moves backwards. Okay, let's reset all the rotation. Is the Z axis going backwards? Why does it... It actually might not work in other orientations either. Okay, let's do like a proper test. Let's copy this level. And we'll place it at 4. And then I need to have it at 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, but not 4. And it should be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and here it should be 0, 0, 0, 4, 4, 4, 0, 0, 0. And I do have these, but I'm not sure if I should have. Zero, zero, 2, 2. I think that does it. Because I could only test one axis on the 3 on the 4 sides. So it might be more than just that one messing up. Oh yeah. Isn't it beautiful? Why does it block me here? What ID should this one have? 2, 2, 4. Oh. Oh, but... What? 0, 2, wait. 0 to 0 is what? 0 to 4. I don't have 0 to 2. And 2, 2, 2. I don't have either. Financial 2, 2, 4. Not that this matters, but this is for testing anyway. And 4, 2, 2. You can leave it, but I can't go into it again. Okay. The ball needs to be like at 5 here. Okay. I said put it at 5. Okay, so let's bring in the mega level now. Here we go. Now we're top of this level. Okay. Time to test all the orientations again. I should kind of like track this stuff. Orientation 0, everything's fine. Let's type that. 1. So orientation 1. That means 5, 4. Oh yeah. So yeah, it does not spin correctly. This spins fine. It's this way does not spin correctly. Wee. Huh. So I guess the remap I can't. Okay, so I try to use the. I tried to be clever and use the vector 3 remap. That doesn't work. I basically have to do my own remapping for the rotation remapping. I'll try to think. What if I actually there might be a simple solution. What if I take the input, remap it? Okay, first vector 3 remap. Does it take? It takes. Okay, I need an override. Which takes instead of this, it takes a vector 3. Let's call it I. Where it, for the sake of simplicity, so I can either input these 3 axes manually, or I can just insert a whole vector 3. Let's call it vector now, and then rename this. Boom. This means that here in vector 3 remap, what I can do is create a vector 3, which I call the remapped, which is vector 3 remap based on the input and the orientation. And then I take the remap and then create a new vector 3 where I flip these around. Probably will not work, worth an attempt, I guess. Because instead of remapping the inputs first and then doing the so instead of remapping the inputs to then do a remapping, I remapped it first and then well explained, pun. Yeah. Nope. This kind of works worse. Okay, so what I can do is, oh, this is working worse. Okay, in that case, it was worse an attempt, but it does not work. So what I will have to do is basically figure out what the input should be for each of these. So input Z, input Y minus input Z. And then just, I wonder if I can figure these out on my own. X4 is second argument by default, just do that. Because Y is up and Z is forward. Therefore, oh, this one should be X. So something tells me that, no, actually, no. I guess I just have to test this one by one. Okay, let's run it side by side. Also, I'm not reading a quote. Look at Ponpon's on the back. Nice, cute. And also, Star Fox, Spitstar, I meant to say, you got a pizza. Good. I did read out that number, that full number, because I'm Ponpon, I do stuff. Okay, this one works fine. Good, good, good. And now, time to get undressed. Mechanical. That was having a good time. Something is not correct. I didn't change the orientation. There we go. What? I guess Mechanical's job is to undress Ponpon. Oh. And now my colleagues are like, screenshot. You got a melon, you got 39 melons. Okay. So we can see that Y is moving. But the Y shouldn't be moving. In this case, it should be the X that is moving. So that, wait, that is increasing, but Y is why? Why is Y moving? Oh, whatever. So, as I'm increasing Z positively, no, I actually access. There we go. As Z is increasing positively, X should increase positively instead. But because Y is moving, okay, I really need to set this to X. Okay, I can just copy this to the bottom easy. So let's copy that. Because otherwise I'm going to get really confused. Okay, let's stop this. Stop. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. Because I'm using world space. So yeah, so the axis of the wall rotating is not the same. But wait, how does that work then? Yeah, this is going to be confusing. It wasn't obvious already. Is it canceling out rotation? This makes no sense. Whoa, how does X, Y, Y? Oh. That's me messing up. It says Y on the last one. Let's cancel this again. Let's try it again. Dun, dun, dun. If I make it a bit smaller, I guess I can show you the stuff going on there. And I guess I can just put this behind Pon. It's not like super important. Just do it like that. Okay. This should still work perfectly fine. Good, good, good. Kind of feels weird reversing. No, 5 for orientation 1. Now, okay. As we can see here, okay, first here, I'm moving. This is moving in the Z direction. This is moving in Y direction. So as Z is moving, we can see that the ball is moving by the Z axis. But it should move in a... Why does it go negative? No, it goes up positively. Okay, it just moves so fast. So okay. So it should just so yeah, when Z is increasing, it should increase X instead. So let's change this X, and this is Y, and in Y direction it should rotate the Z instead, and it's also, and this would be a negative. Okay, so there should be negative then. And I will set it to Y. That doesn't matter. Well, it does matter. Kind of ish, maybe. Wolfie, work the sky. Oh, you're from Brighton. Nice kidding. Thank you for doing the emotes. Okay, after filling out 2 of these, which is kind of bad chat, can we actually figure out the rest? This is a puzzle. Y is up, so therefore Y is here. X is up, therefore X is here. Okay, I do not understand. So let's just... The ball is reset, good. Let's just place the ball in its next position, which is 5, 4. So this is okay, let's go back to 0. And then the ball, let's reset its rotation. So that will make it easier to work with. The ball is just on the side there. Everything looks normal here-ish. I mean, you see the horizon on its side, but... Quote, feet, draw feet. I have drawn feet. Oh my, oh, bare feet. I got... When you start with saying words 3 times in the other quote, is that an issue? Which words can you... Well, words. Which letters, series of letters can you use, not using quotation marks? There's feet, there's cheese, and there's kafki. Those are the 3 I know. Feet, 2 feet. But aside from that, what are the other words? Bonk. It's too late. Hello, Tiffany. You got avocado coats. 14 kafki, but triple kafki is a few as well. Coach, poor kafki being used as the bar. If you're worse than kafki, that's an insult to you. Maybe kafki goes bottomless. Kafki doesn't need clothes. Yeah. Coach, oh, is this an artwork of Ponpon Suplex and Kafki just to see Kafki's underwear? I'm looking for Kafki. Fine. There's two Kafki though. Oh, the Kafki command, I wonder what that is. Kafki is 100% Kafki, there should be a Kafki command. How Kafki are you? That is actually a Kafki. One of the rare ones. Kafki time, Kafki is not even here, but it's Kafki carry. That's a Kafki. Yeah, that is the only Kafki quote I have. Well, that is... I have 7 Kochi quotes. I'm actually curious about Kochi's wearing, both when streaming as well as not streaming, just casually, both when Kochi just have no plans on going out and when Kochi is going out. Kochi going out. And when Kochi going out. I think that's grammatically wrong though. That's a Kochi quote. That is... We don't see those often, do we? I should check the... if I'm saying Kochi is going out. You know, to make sure I'm saying that correctly. Sadly, no quadruple Kochi quote. Well, Pon is a bit different since, you know, my name already contains 2 words, so you can search for Pon 6 times, but that's kind of like searching for Pon 3 times. You can become rich and spend all your money on Pon. Make Pon do everything you want Pon to do. That is a triple Pon quote. 1, 2, 3, 4. A triple Pon quote. Oh no. And of course, there's Coach is the one mentioned in the quadruple Pon quote. Coach wakes up, goes to Pon stream, and there's his Pon will display what Pon has chosen so on for a day, takes a screenshot what saves that in gallery of Pon's underwear, considered not privileged despite having done all of this action, and appears to go and eat something. That one contains Pon 4 times. There could be a 5th time, but... But of course that is the quadruple Pon code. Thank you for checking mechanic. I appreciate it. I wonder if there's any double mechanic or double needles codes. Well, there is a double Orimian code though. But that was a good happy bunny, now I must say it, bunny. And Orimian brings out all the butts as Orimian tend to do. Not triple Orimian, unfortunately. There is 2 double Orimian though. That's a statement. Quote, Mechanico is taking notes. Mechanico die. No. Oh, no triple Mechanico. Remake double Mechanico codes. Any double needles quotes? Where is Ants almost sudden? I go and get some water in the meantime. So, and that was Kiki. Don't wait. Oh look, it's fat. Look how cute it is. All fat. I think I got every gem so far. Come on. Happy eating. Ow.
Hello again, Pom.
Hey, yay, Mechanico is back.
Yippee.
Do you know how... Do you realize how he sounded when he said that? I am very cocky. I'm the cockiest cock. Wait. No. No, I'm not. E. This is the E place. You're not allowed to E. E. Not allowed to E. I'm eating a lot there. I'm sorry for breaking the E law. There we go. Easy peasy. Oh, I have now okay, no, okay. I guess not. That's word already?
Nasty.
Yeah, he's left some dragons behind, but okay.
How long do I have in this game? I'm just curious.
Well, it's Nasty's world, so
Is he the boss? The big boy?
big boy Nasty Nork.
Come on, watch the slurs.
Oh, that's a quote. Oh, forgot to turn off the microphone. I win. Hopefully no one said anything bad. So, otherwise I just...
Whoa, I
Fix that in foot.
That was close.
Let's go back here. Now, let's just read these codes. Let's see now. Let's see, where was we? Double needles. Needles itself is color because you don't specify what part of needles you want. What says that about me as well? What? Double needles. Thank you for doing your pineapple redeem, daily food redeem. I might be busy today. I was possibly going to be busy tomorrow, which I actually never mentioned. But I might be busy today instead, and if I have to end the stream quite early on, which would be a really short stream. But depending on how when I'm done, so I could come back for a second run streaming. We'll see. Hydrate, I can do that. Was requested half an hour ago. Yeah, the clone cliff. It's fat. It's so cute when it's fat. Yeah. Like. Needles is fat. Needles is so cute when Needles is fat. Just replacing it with Needles. I could also say Needles is fat. She's so cute when she's fat. Which, you know, sounds a bit more normal. So this increases in X, and this is orientation 2. So this increases in X, but it should also could it also mean so much, and it should rotate this way negative. Is that instead? So rotation 2 is negative X in that direction. This direction presumably increases positively in Y, and therefore it should rotate negatively in X. So Y becomes, there we go, and this is just Z then. Happy eating. Code Tuga box is just Tuga box. 5 of them. No triple Tuga box. Double jaded. I can understand that I can understand that Coach is a bit afraid of jaded sometimes because jaded can sometimes be a lot. 10 of them. There is a triple jaded code. Jaded lives for it. Jaded knows all this stuff. Jaded is all for it. Jaded can speak all he wants about it. That is actually a quad. Oh, that's actually another quad. It's the only triple and quad. I mean, it's a quad, and there's no other and there's no triples. Therefore, yeah, no double sunny, a double coal, and it's actually coal, and not just, you know, coolness. Of course, Cole likes pon-pons, but that's like saying pon-pon likes Cole's butt, which was a misspeak. No triple coke. Oh, double toad. It might be a toad. Always mix up the words. Toad and toad. The only double toad. Also double Wata. I'm a big sister to Wata. No, Wata is old. I'm the little sister to Wata. I did say old. I meant to say older, but what came out was old. So when that was quoted, I was like, no, I said older. But then when I listened back to the VOD, no, I said old. Oh, what is old? Oh my. So, this, which orientation is this? Oh yeah, this should be -1. 0 is, let's go with that. So this is plus z, and when it moves plus z, each... Oh, I'm trying to move the wrong one again. It should move positively in x. Yes. And this is orientation 3. So x moves positively in z, and this will be y, positive y. And therefore positive y moves negatively in z. Wait. I did something wrong here. Okay, let's clear this. Y, as y increases, it should move positive. It should move negatively in x. Okay. As y increases, z is going negative. As z is okay, z increases, x increases. So z should increase x, and this becomes x. Do we see any pattern here? Can we just from this figure out what 4 and 5 should be? X minus y. This might be plus y. Z x x. There must be x. Y minus y. Z minus z. So I assume it's minus z x. Yeah, I'll test that because I'm just gonna guess. Let's go to orientation 4, which should be, wait, 0 minus 1. No, 0 minus 1. There. This goes positively in. Thank you, Plashy. This goes what are we talking about? I'm pretty sure Pon is older than me, but I'm still the big sister. I don't know. I don't like talking about my age, so I guess we'll never know. So this moves positively in y, which means that it should move positively in x. So y moves x positively. So this is, wait, right? Oh, interesting. So this broke the pattern. And this moves positively in x. So positively in x means that it moves negatively in z. No, yeah, this actually didn't go as I planned it would have. Interesting. Then finally, the final location is 5. So I got some message. Which is -1 and 0. The final location. This moves positively in z and positively in x. Okay, let's start with x. There. Everything is upside down. Positively in x, which will move negatively in z. So positive x is inverted, and positive in z will move it inverted in x, and this will be y. Let's call that one inverted during it. I mean, that one doesn't matter. So hopefully this is correct. But that I will not know until after I test this. So I have to test this. But that one seems to show what is old. Okay, this works correctly. Okay, it should be minus... No. This is not going well. Oh, it should be... there. There we go. Oh yeah, it moves correctly here too, but not here. Yeah. So it's Y increases. Okay, that shouldn't be too hard to fix. So Z increasing is correct. So Z is correct here, but Y is wrong. So you just flip X and Y here. That should fix it. Let's quickly try that. Ghost in net, we making Monkey Ball 12. Oh, it's different. This is grid based though, unlike Monkey Ball or Bunny Ball, I guess. Yeah, I could do a bunny themed ball version of it. Yeah, because I want to have different textures on it. I could make it bunny themed. So let me go back here. So this one rotates correctly. This one rotates correctly. Okay, there we go. Perfect. There. Orientation 2. This is wrong. This is correct. So Y is correct, but X is wrong. Sorry for not showing. What did I say? Y is correct, X is wrong. So X and Z should swap places. There. I wonder if I'm going to see a pattern now. Okay, let's test it immediately. Orientation 2, and it should be like that. Yes, correct. Inverted. Well, there we go. Now it's no longer inverted. So let's move on over to 3, which should be like there. Y is correct, Z is wrong. So Z and X will be flipped. So let's try that again. I should try test. Well, I don't have to test it because it should already be correct, but I can test it anyway because inverting one is pretty easy. So it should be like there. Correct. Correct. So orientation 3 minus 1. Correct. Correct. 4. Correct. Incorrect. So when I increase on X is incorrect on 4. But Y is the other one. So Y is correct, X is incorrect. So flip X and Z. And then let's test for once again. Orientation 4 minus 1. Correct. Incorrect. So when X changes, X should be inverted. Okay. But I'm gonna test that because I don't trust myself. I just want to get it correct immediately, and then I don't have to think about that anymore. Minus 1, 5, orientation 4, correct, correct. And then it's just orientation 5 left. correct, incorrect. X should be inverted. X is already inverted, so X shouldn't be inverted. There we go. That should be all the rotations. Let's just check orientation 5 because I never confirmed that is correct. But it should be correct. Coach, oh, you're supposed to kill the enemies. Why did I say that? Because obviously they are enemies. Correct. Correct. Perfect. Perfect. All the orientation works now with correct orientation. You didn't see because I didn't minimize the window. I can, however, confirm that everything's correct. Anyway. So. Coach, I'm sexy and I'm eating candy. Okay, I don't need this whole level anymore. So all that testing is done. Let's... What was this level again? Oh, it's that level. Let's create a new level for testing. That's what we have levels for, testing. Test. Test. 1, 2, 3. No, I want it to be 0, 1, 2. There. Because the next thing I want to do is being able to roll around the edge. There we go. Put this platform here. So I have these markers here. So if we're all here and it noticed that, hey, there's no orange points, there's no green point, and it should just check that there shouldn't be a blue point and it shouldn't be a blue point there either. Well, then it should be able to just roll around the edge. So that's going to be interesting. Finished eating dinner. Nice. Someone is knocking. Give me a moment. Okay, so like 30-40 minutes and then I have to go, unfortunately. But I have things I must do. Meh. Hello Todd, looks like you are back. I should take a shower now. Yeah, you should take a shower, I mean. But as I said, I will be gone in 30-40 minutes, so I will be gone before you're back. So the level thing is done. So going back to the player script. So if there's not another cube for the ball to roll onto, then it has to check. It has to check 2 points. It has to check points down forward. It has to check point down left and the point that is down right. Oh, Ellen, you're today. Okay, I'll see you next time. Yeah, I'm going to, we'll chat, of course, and stuff. Yeah, I have things I need to do. And I want to need a count. So I actually don't need to put, don't care about position or anything. Let me do a quick search here. If I only care about count, can I do it more efficiently? Basically doing overlap sphere non-allocation thingy, but more efficiently, basically. I'll get to play my alto clarinet tomorrow. Ooh, I like the sound of that. What does it say here? Do. Really did not help me. But anyway, see you later. Okay, Remian, we'll talk more later. That looks cozy. Todd, nice. 3 points a day. You're third. Yeah, this doesn't actually work the way I want. Okay, so so if this is larger than 0, that means that there's something to the side. No, it doesn't. Yeah. I want to be second again. How far away are you from second? Who is second again? I don't remember. Good luck on that. Who is in second place? At least you're not getting first. Cole has that position secured. Yellow for purple. Oh, yellow for purple soda. Yeah. How far away are you? You have 161 points and you're not 192 points. You're not far away. And you already collected 3 points today. See? Yep, that is true. So if I check, how many points will you lose? Todd will lose 6 points. So you will lose 3 points today unless you get another point. So if you write something next minute, you will get -2 points in difference. And then we check yellow purple soda is going to lose 24 points. Okay. So actually you're going to gain onto yellow purple soda. So who is going to end up with 168 points. You have going to lose 3 points so far. So oh, that's close. That's just 10 points difference. That is so close. If everything ends now, you will only be behind by 10 points. So close. Think about head pets. There we go. Now you're behind 9 points. And now I'm a fox girl. Okay, so if I don't care about the block is there is another tool that's called check sphere. It does not return. Wait, why is this wrong? Cannot convert bool to int. Yes. So all I have to do if this one is not true and this one is not true, that means that it can go around the edge. I should get extra parentheses there. And then I will send a message. The bug log goes around edge. Because then it successfully managed to run that. We'll see if it does. Blurry hype on 100 chest, such 5 degrees in shade. I am dying. That sounds like something that I am going to do some outdoors things I have to do, which is why I need to end early. Yeah, there we go. Go to that edge. Perfect. But not here. Here's not allowed. So this is working correctly. You're not allowed to go here, play here, and here. But here you can. And now it's writing it. Great. It is working as it should. And the same thing reversing. You can reverse over an edge. But not reverse here. So even reversing works correctly. Because all the reversing it does is going forward, but with a 180 degree offset. So that's going to be fun for me. Peanut. I never. I thought, what a terrible temperature to be alive. Yeah, I think this gets worse. But anyway. And now I just need it needs to go into the state of change state into this will be go over edge, which option I can't have spaces in over edge when rolling over a valid edge, I guess. And boom. So when it enters this state, it just needs to reorient itself. Whoa, Mechanica. Here's a trick to keep cool. No, also ice watching. I'm getting bullied again. Calico. I'm back to normal. Ooh, what are you saying ooh about? I'm getting bullied by mechanical. That's nothing to say ooh about. Okay, so it needs to... Okay. You can take my top and shorts off too if you want. No, like, just because you like to be in your underwear doesn't mean I like to be in my underwear. Okay, so it finds a cube. That's... Okay. Figure out exactly what should move. Oh, it needs kind of like two... Got it. Its final location will be the move target, but it kind of needs 2 points in its go-to. Kinda. Wait. Huh. Cool as both. Oh. Fun, you're so warm, you should take off your drawings. I'm trying to figure this out. Because it's going to move... No, I guess I don't need that. So it moves forward, but it only should move for half the distance. So if I multiply this by half, but it still needs to go up. So I still have the up vector 3 orientation. I think that's correct. Let's see. So I'll copy this. Boop. 4 states go over edge. It does the exact same logic. So let's start with this. Because then it's going to roll forward until it meets the edge. That's what I should start doing the logic about, actually. Flipping over the edge, but I'm not there yet. I'm getting there. So, yeah, there we go. It moves all the way from up onto the edge. But yeah, it should then continue. Because it reaches the edge, it reaches destination, therefore it goes back to standstill. It's interesting sometimes when move target is a weird value. Then I just need to figure out the logic of it going around the edge, because it kind of needs to orient around this point. Oh my. And there is probably a function with that. I probably can like find a rough way of doing that, because I don't think at the speed it moves at, I don't think anyone would like notice if it's like it doesn't move actually fully correct. Oh, I can see the mistakes already. I don't think people will notice that. Or maybe people will go frame by frame and analyze it. Which moves incorrectly. Melon for yellow episode. Oh no, you're getting points. No, absolutely okay. The joke is just that Todd wants points. Yeah, like... And then like the camera has to rotate and everything. I'll figure it out, but... Because what it will do is, as soon as it reaches this point, it should... It should change the player's orientation, which I think will be 2. And when it does that, and this is why I have to change the rotation code. Okay, first off, you need to face this way, and then you change it this. Yeah, see, the camera is correct. Because this should move the player, so the ball, but I couldn't move the player like that. So the ball still remains at the exact same point. And then it... yeah. And it corrects itself, and now you're on this side. Well, that is going to be a challenge, but I'll figure it out. Is it me or is the camera slightly tilted? Why is it 110? Should be 90. Oh. No, it should be 110 because it's looking down. Not straightforward. Not sure why it does look like it's tilted. Like, I guess that's best on which angle my camera is at actually. It should be straight. Okay. So yeah, and now you're in here. Just to roll onto the edge. Oh wait. Oh. It still moves. Oh. I know why. That's because I'm using... the direction rotation. When it goes backwards. It should be same here. Wonder how that affects things like here. Hello, Pon. Hello, Yellow Soda. That cube kinda remind me of a sidewalk. The ball is walking along the cubes. Melon, also known as not a lemon. Yes, that is true. As I should probably prepare for the thing I should do today. I did the hydrate, but I can do a second hydrate. To be sure, I did a hydrate. So I think we should quit early while we're ahead before something happens. It's almost 2 hours. Depending on when I'm done and back, I might continue working on the code, and I could maybe stream. How about that? I like melons more than lemons. That's fair. I think a lot of people would agree on that statement. Don't forget to save. It is saved. This code is saved. Everything is saved. And here it should be saved as well. There you go. Yeah, everything is saved. Well, good. Now I have verified as requested. What if we go to someone I'm not rated in a long time? And by long time I mean by 153 days ago was my last raid. That's a while since I last raided. So maybe I should go back. You know. I got 6 Tristan. No, I raided Tristan like 2 weeks ago. This person I haven't raided in like half a year. You got 6 melons. No, I'm talking about Cozy Witch, who is a witch who is cozy. Who is doing physical art, as in felt. Needle felting, as it says in the title. Creating animals and creatures with needle felting. Neat. It's actually kind of neat to see all the things being created. I'll also take the oranges, fair. Oh, you're going to do a trade? So you trade an orange, a lemon for 2 melons, or 2 oranges, 2 lemons, or 4 melons. Sounds like a fair deal. Do you want to complete your trades, or should I read out? No answers. In that case, I'll... What is the trade? Do you want to trade with Todd? An orange, a lemon for 2 melons, or 2 oranges, 2 lemons for 4 melons? I would assume the trade would be, but you are free to make your own deals with Todd. I'm not the one making... There you go, 5 watermelon. Yeah, you get an extra melon for the... for the trade. If you approve of this trade, you type bonus melon for free. Well, not exactly free, that's not how free works, but if you accept this trade, you type !trade followed by the username that you want to trade with and the word accept. If you don't want to trade, then you can just say that you don't want to trade. Sure. Alright, the accept command, and then we'll read that. And then you have more melons. You almost got it, you just need to write accept as well. It was close. Do. Yay! Trade has been completed. Let's start arena. Rankings. There we go. Rabbit Stampede. I will use the trans flag version because it's still on June. And let's celebrate in June with one trans flags. If I can even select my own message. There we go. I got my own message. So let's go and say hello. Cozy Witch names is Coachy. Goes by they, them, by the way. So they are felting on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So I guess I just don't get the opportunity to raid them that much often. See you later, Panpan. Yes, either we'll see how long it takes for me to do the thing I need to do. Otherwise, there's tomorrow. which I then have to report to Janestro that tomorrow can still happen. And it's not until next week that I have the Crash 4 race, and that's going to be exciting. I recognize the name. Ooh. Yeah, I rated it before. I mean, like half a year ago. So it's time to, yeah, it's good because you recognize Trissy as well. Of course, with all the emotes used. But let's go and say hello.